Morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us.
WLBT's First Alert Weather Team is keeping you up to date with the latest information from your morning commute to your afternoon drive. We're on your side, streaming on your favorite devices. WLBT First Alert Weather Plus.
WLBT's First Alert Weather Team is committed to your safety with 6 hours of continuous team coverage.
This is a relentless storm, Dave.
We're fortunate we all made it out alive.
And our network of skycams across the state alerting you to danger, bringing you live footage of tornadoes as they touch down in Wathau County.
Look at this, Chase. Guys, look at that.
This is ground zero almost. I mean, this is really hard to stomach, like I said.
We take our commitment to being on your side seriously, and together we're Mississippi Strong.
Weekdays, stream First Alert Weather Plus.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us.
WLBT's First Alert Weather Team is keeping you up to date with the latest information from your morning commute to your afternoon drive. We're on your side, streaming on your favorite devices. WLBT First Alert Weather Plus.
Well, good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me here on WLBT Plus First Alert Weather Edition. I'm meteorologist Chase Franks, and I'll be covering your details of your local forecast. Right now, beautiful shots over much of central Mississippi. Again, the Bacon Forest camera showing off early this morning, looking great out there. Monticello, you're looking beautiful, but there is some low-lying patchy fog into some portions of the area, and that does include you. Otherwise, most of us looking pretty good and feeling not too bad. It's a little muggy outside, a little humid, but otherwise, temperatures starting out to the 60s and 70s across the board, 68 into the metro, 67 in Natchez, 69 in Macomb, and the warmest 70 in Vicksburg. So it is gradually going to be warming up. Good morning, Melissa Price. Hope you're having a great day. And good morning, Dawn. I love that name. Dawn, beautiful name. Melissa, you got a beautiful name as well. Don't let me try to tell you any different. Into the rest of your day, hot temperatures will be warming up into the low to mid 90s. It's going to be pretty toasty out there, people. Plenty of sunshine, and summer is here to stay. It is not going anywhere anytime soon. Forecast highs will stay above average for this time of year, staying into the low to mid 90s. And again, we're not really looking at a lot of relief over the next 7 to 10 days. We'll see temperatures well above average, and that's not necessarily a great thing. Not going to be seeing a lot of relief either, because we do have some dry spots, mainly into North Mississippi and into the Delta. We have a moderate drought with the chance to actually see this grow. So it's looking likely that because of the lack of rainfall, the lower relative humidity, and the fact that it's just going to be dry for the foreseeable future, I wouldn't be surprised if we see this drought expand, as well as the increased risk of wildfire danger going into the rest of the week and into next week. Because if we look at our next weather maker, again, I'll even slow this model down to see if we see any green dots pop up, because we're looking at little to no chance of rainfall. Yesterday, we talked about what was our best chance to see some rainfall over the next 7 to 10 days. Sure enough, we got a couple isolated showers, which is great. And we'll see similar forecasts like that for the foreseeable future, where if we see a lot of rainfall, it won't be widespread, and it won't be for long-term effect. It won't bring us long-term effects. You can see into next Tuesday and into Wednesday, North Mississippi does have a chance to see some isolated showers. Again, even into next Wednesday, very isolated. Most of us staying quiet. In terms of what's going on at home, quiet weather for the foreseeable future. Hot and dry, though, with the chance that we see increased drought conditions across the area. And other good news, today is the peak of hurricane season. I was just joking there with Wilson about it, because I said, oh, and good news, it's the peak of hurricane season. And he said, how's that good news? Well, it's the peak, and we're looking at this. Nada is going on out there in the Atlantic. The reason why, and I'll explain this, The reason why that we see nothing really going on out there is because of really three main things. We have a lot of shear going on in there in the Caribbean and the Gulf. With that, you're not going to be getting a lot of spin ups, very quick spin ups that usually at this time of year and in the later half, we get some of those low pressure systems developing in the Caribbean and the Gulf, and they'll just spin up and go into rapid intensification because this is usually whenever we see the water the warmest in the Atlantic. So that's one reason we're not seeing anything going on in the West. In the East, so much dust is going off the coast of Africa right now, and that's great. That keeps everything quiet in the Atlantic, and along with the Bermuda High staying low. So with the fact that it's a lot further off to the south, that Bermuda High drives in the dust instead of picking up a lot of that moisture that's going off the coast of Africa. So with that moisture, it's actually being driven by the Bermuda High, but it's being driven just straight along the equator, basically. So the good news about that, not going to be expecting a lot of tropical developments. I believe let me go find the long term. I think I have that here. The long range tropical forecasting. Let's see if this is updated because I did see it updated this morning. Let's see here. No, this is not the updated one. Let me try to go in here and change that real quick. I'm going to put my face up. So I'm sorry first off, but let me see here. +9. I'm going to see if I can change it because V3 probability came out. Okay, here it is. Okay, this is issued for the wrong dates, but I can get the right dates here in just a second. So might take me a little bit more time. I'll work on this for 9:45 and I'll get back to y'all. And we'll take a look at the. Actually, I can do this. Hold on a second. Long. Thank y'all for bearing with me. I just want to make sure I'm giving y'all the tropical outlook. So there we go. All right, I got it coming to y'all. Let's do Mac Mini, and we'll fade it over. Okay, so this is a look at the global tropical hazard outlook. I know it looks like a lot. We really just need to focus on this part here. So this means that tropical cyclone formation is looking likely. So it's looking to flip-flop into the weeks of the later half of September, basically. So that's great news, or really that's bad news. Whenever we talk about tropical development, because we're expected to see it increase. And that does include a lot of the Southern Gulf, the Western Caribbean, back into the Atlantic, where we have that higher chance, 40% chance off the coast of Africa. So it's looking to flip-flop. We are more so in this dry area off to the north. However, we're expecting that to push a little bit further off to the south. So that means that the Bermuda High is expected to weaken and move off to the north by a couple miles. So that's not great news whenever we're talking tropical formation. Obviously, we got to see low pressure systems come off or start to develop in the Caribbean. So that's something, and that's a whole nother thing that we got to look for. So otherwise, that's all I got for you right now. If you have any questions regarding your forecast, don't be afraid to reach out to me at any point, any time. I'd be happy to answer them. But that's all I got for you right now. If you have any questions, again, don't be afraid to reach out. Have a great day and stay safe and stay cool while you can. And we'll talk to you again at 9:45 and at 11 a.m.